is only concerned about the material thing. Philip had forgotten what Jesus had done previously, the many people that he cured, the miraculous things that he has done. He has forgotten about that. And it happens to us too. Sometimes we forget so soon what God has done. We have forgotten that we have gotten up this morning fresh, energetic, full of life. And we have forgotten that it is God who gave it to us. So when we are confronted with a slight problem, then we are down. We are troubled. And so we forget about the miracle that God had performed, even a minute ago. Philip had forgotten the miracle that he performed. But Jesus knew what he was going to do. Meanwhile, Peter went to the crowds, went round, and he came back and he discovered that a child was there who had 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. He came back and told them, I saw a boy who had 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. But I know that is nothing to the crowd that we are faced with. And this little boy willingly brought out what the little that he had. That was probably his lunch. But he sacrificed that for the sake of the crowd. And he gave it to Jesus. And Jesus said, just let the people sit down. And they were all seated. And they took the loaves of bread, very small compared to the number of people. Impossible in the eyes of human person, but possible with God. He gave thanks to God and gave it to the disciples to distribute among the people. 5,000, and they all ate. And the same thing with the fish. He blessed God and gave it, and they all ate, and they were satisfied. Look at that wonderful thing that Jesus has done. 5,000 men, and you use only 5 loaves of bread, and they were all satisfied. And they all ate to their satisfaction. And they were now revived physically. They could now continue to follow Jesus to anywhere, because physically they are strengthened by the bread that Jesus gave them. And so Jesus told them, after they have eaten, collect whatever is left. And they collected all the leftover. And they had 12 baskets full. 12 baskets. What does that mean? 12 is the number of perfection, the number of fulfillment, the number of wholeness, the number of richness. And that is to tell us, when you come to Jesus, when you have Jesus in your life, you are complete. When you have Jesus in your life, you are satisfied. You don't need to worry yourself about tomorrow, because you have Jesus. You have Jesus and you have everything. So you don't need to worry. The people followed Jesus. Physically they were hungry, but spiritually they were not hungry because they have Jesus. And they believed that Jesus will satisfy them. And indeed he did satisfy them. He cannot let them go. He cannot allow them to go. He cannot abandon and say, hey, go your way. It is night. Whatever you have come for, I have given it. I have preached to you. I have given you the message. Now go. He cannot do that, because he was their satisfaction. He was their fulfillment. He was their everything. And so he gave them all that they needed. Whatever they needed was given to them. And that is Jesus, our wonder working God. He works those wonders in our lives every day. There is no moment in our lives in which Jesus does not perform miracle. He performed miracle in our lives. The mere fact that we have picked this scripture and begin to read is a miracle in itself. The mere fact that we have gone on our knees to pray is a miracle in itself. The mere fact that we have been able to go out to work is a miracle in itself. The mere fact that every minute we have in and out of breath is a miracle in itself. So at what time will Jesus not perform miracle in your life? He performs miracle every moment of your life. And you need to be aware of what Jesus is doing in your life. And when you are aware of these wonderful things that Jesus is doing in your life, you are fulfilled. You are satisfied. You cannot be in need. Jesus is our satisfaction. Jesus is our everything. When he performed the miracle, the crowd noticed something, that this is an extraordinary thing and it could not have come from any ordinary person. No ordinary person could do such. 5 loaves of bread and you are able to feed 5,000 people. It's not possible, humanly speaking, but it's possible with God. And that is exactly what he has done. And so it's possible for whatever you have to be multiplied for your satisfaction. It's possible for the small thing you have to be more than what you need. So you can just trust in God. You can just say, have your way. Let your will be done. And it will be done. And you cannot be ashamed. People cannot stand aloof and they give them, let's see what he's going to do. He has many children. Let's see what he's going to do to feed them. You don't need to worry yourself. You are not responsible. You did not bring those children into this world. They are children of God, and you are just a person being given the responsibility of taking care of them. All you need is to surrender to God and say, God, you gave me, and they are here. And God will do it for you. Maybe you have finished school, and you are looking for a job, and you have gone from one office to the other, and nothing good come your way. And you are disappointed. Do you remember that God is a miracle God who is by your side? Do you remember that this is the God who has given you the chance to go through classroom and then eventually graduate? Do you remember that? Are you aware that this is the God who will give you the job that you need? And have you come back to this God to say, this is my certificate, God? This is what you have given me. Now what is left is a job. Give it to me. And you surrender to him. Have you ever done that? You have tried to establish a business, but you don't have enough money. And then you begin to go from one place to the other. How can I get money? How can I get this business starting? Have you come back to God and say, God, you gave me the skills of doing business. You have given me all. And now I have possessed what you have given me, but I have not gotten the right tools. If you have not, and you are still in trouble, come back to God. Tell God, this is my situation, and he provides it for you. Do not doubt what God could do in your life. Do not doubt that single miracle of God in your life. He's going to do it for you. God brought you for a reason into this world. And that reason has to come to pass. And that is why you must always come to him and surrender yourself to him. Do not think that is the work, do not think that the work of this, the soothsayers or the marabout will help you in this world. The work of the marabout, the soothsayer cannot help you. You go to some people's shop, all you see up there, red thing. All you see there, horn. And you think God will give you what you need. The God that St. Paul is proposing to us is one and unique God, Yahweh. And Jesus came and showed us this God. And he has not given us any divided attention